is. He's a cool guy. That's all you gotta know. That's all you need to... How did... He asked. No one knows. That's my fault. If I was putting your business out there, Noah, that's on me, brother. It's hot. What's it called? That's right. The guns are out. What are you talking about? Triceps. You guys can't see them, but they're big. Jerry just said, can I pick you up? Like, we took our pictures, and then I was leaving, and he's like, wait, let me pick you up. I felt so safe in his arms. It was crazy. Viper X video. X Quinn, I'm in. In there like swimwear. Those 2 arms got second on the wall. It was mostly my wrists. My frail hands. Frat athlete is crazy. We're just vigilant. Yeah, shout out you guys. Jerry has Riz. Absolutely. Do you guys see how handsome he is? It's super easy. Woo! Is that good? Next time it's $42 via Cameo. I liked Disney, Nick, and Cartoon Network. I was a TV kid. Matt, I miss you all the time, brother. Never see. He's like, what is this little gremlin? I'm just like, what about PBS? Yeah, sure, man. Oh, let's see. What's my question? Someone just asked a question. Were you mad at Chemo for telling Tucker about your power? Yeah, that was so stupid. Why would he do that to me? Like, straight up, it makes no sense. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like that's kind of my frustration with this situation, is that strategically, it's like Chemo liked me and wanted to work with me, vaguely. And so when he's telling Tucker this stuff without me in the room, it's like, dude, you're just making me look bad. What? And so then Tucker doesn't trust me anymore, but I'm just like, Chemo. And then Chemo told me, like, hey, I told him because, you know, he asked me straight up and I didn't want to lie. And I said, hey, man, I understand. You got to protect your game. Lie! Lie! If he asked you, lie! Help me out, man! Like, that's so stupid. Like, why did he do that? It makes no sense. Legitimately, like, from the bottom of my heart, I cannot figure out the reason. But even if he had a crush on Tucker, we're still friends in the game. He didn't... It's not like I made him feel like he was at the bottom of the collective. I was throwing him a bone. I was giving him information. So, like, why would he do... Like, I'm not mad now. Like, the game is over. But it makes no sense to me. If that makes sense. It's just like... I don't get the logic there. You guys are drunk asking some of these questions. Is it a crush, like, or are we being presumptuous? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It was just genuinely so confusing. People don't always act logically. Well, yeah. But in a game that is so high pressured, I'm just like, what? Like, it makes no sense. Noah, Brunk in the trunk. I love and miss you all the time. Yeah, it just makes no sense to me. And, like, any explanation he provides, like, it won't make sense to me at all. He did have a mad crush on him. Everyone did. Tucker's cool. Like, it's not shocking. But it's like, I didn't tell Tucker about my power, so you shouldn't tell him about it either. You know? Quicker was more real. That's what I'm saying. Our chemistry was off the charts. When am I going to Miami, Oklahoma? I don't know. NEO Junior College. I might turn up for a game. Who knows? I'm probably going to sign up for a 5K or something in Miami, realistically, and use that as an excuse to go. There's also a lot of Survivor people out there that I want to meet. You know, there's a lot of reasons. I know, I love seeing that I was shipped with everyone. You bonded over have-nots. Yeah, and it's like, bro, Chemo, when you were on the block, brother, I got to work, got you put in a, like, majority alliance. I was doing all this stuff. I was cooking fat, right? And then when I was put on the block, I asked Chemo, or I was like, I need to win the veto, otherwise I'm going home. And he's just like, doesn't even look at me. He's drinking his coffee. And he's just like, well, you know, keep your head up. And I was so pissed. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, were the Andersons ever real? Like, I mean, I guess I never called it the Andersons because I wasn't consulted. I like to call it the have-not stinky boys. But how would that help the underdogs? I'm a part of the underdogs. We should all get in the room and, like, realistically, if he was that worried about it coming out and that he felt this weight on his conscience, why would you not call me into a room and say, like, bro, you have to tell Tucker. We need to rally the troops right now. But instead, I'm just left high and dry. It made no sense. Is Steve Martin your uncle? Yeah, in the same way that Niecy Nash is Chelsea's, like, aunt, Steve Martin is my uncle. I'm glad that you guys found out. It makes no sense. How do they make sure? Because there's just a cold shower. Like, the one on the left is just permanently cold. Where did the name quality control come from? Q, Quinn, and then C for Cedric. QC, quality control. Yeah, I mean, I would love to do a deep dive with Taryn, and I think he DM'd me today. I need to get on top of that and message him. Why didn't the underdogs work out? Tucker didn't trust me, and so then he decided to flip, and yeah, he flips on me for Cedric, who, like, he didn't even in the game appreciate. And so I always found that puzzling, where it's like, bro, you're trying to align with Cedric even though you guys naturally aren't hanging out. That to me is a red flag in the formation of an alliance. If you guys aren't vibing, why, like, what makes you think it's going to work? But it is what it is. Being home is just wild, you know. The Pentagon was really rocking with me. That's not what I heard. I heard that, like, Cam and Cedric spotted me as a snake. And, like, I mean, I guess if I was a more conservative player, more loyal, they probably wouldn't have felt that way about me. But I heard that they were going to put me up for a double eviction. So it's like, dude, no. It was so dumb that the underdogs fell apart. Because it would have benefited them for us to work together. Like, it, like, legitimately was best for everyone's game, and, like, including Tucker, and then he just poops his pants. It makes no sense. Yeah. But, I mean, what are you supposed to do? Like, you know, it's over. It's fine. Did you ever play Mermaids at the Pool? Who hasn't? You know what I'm saying? Come on. Yeah, but Daniel, have you considered that, like, the season before, it was, like, week evictions number 5 and 6, I think, was a double eviction, so people were a little worried that there would be 2 double evictions this season as well. So that's why I was, like, after the fact, I was like, oh, yikes. I like the nicknames that they have for me. I think that that's really cool. The Nacho Libre. I like Nacho Libre. What are you talking about? I like to get asked any and all questions about the show. I'm a nerd in terms of this, so I like answering all questions, you know? I like talking about my experience in all aspects, you know? Yeah, Zombie Week was a nightmare. Camp Quinback is still happening. We just have to believe, all right? If there were just enough tweets, we could have made it happen. I was not shocked that there was no battle back just because I knew how poorly it was received last year. I always had that in the back of my head. I was trying to be optimistic, but in my head it was like, If I could engineer a twist, I would just do the split house twist again. But early on, maybe. I don't know. I really liked the outside thing. I think that that's cool. Do you know which house guests were recruits? Yes. Am I going to share that information? No. Every AI arena was a battle back. Yeah, I guess, but it's like stupid. I think it would have been fine if they stopped at week 4, but it was just too much. Way too far, you know? Yeah, I think Direfest would have been better with more people. I liked the Direfest twist. I just didn't like the result. I'm a huge Joseph fan. Joseph 25 was iconic. And unfortunately it just didn't work out, you know? Yeah, the second HOH, 3 knobs, I think there was 8 people left in the house. What is that? Why do you hate me? You know, it's like, this sucked. Or no, there was 9 people in the house, because Angela. Yeah, the AI arena was probably great TV, but as a player, I was like, nervous. I really struggled with trying to figure that out. And it is what it is. Yeah. Thank you for liking my fit. I really appreciate that. That's very nice. Very sweet. I would go on Drag Race as like a guest judge just to cheer them on. Or maybe like a live studio audience moment. Guys, let's be realistic. Love Island is not in the cards, okay? They want hot people. Traditionally hot, okay? I'm a niche, you know? I'm cute, but niche. I would do Survivor, but like realistically it's not gonna happen. Whenever we talk about it in the house, people are like, would you do Survivor? I'm like, yeah, of course I would. That's a huge, like, fun opportunity, but it's not gonna happen. And I think it's interesting, some of the people who said that they would do Survivor for my season, when it's like, bro, you couldn't be a have-not. So how are you going to sleep on the ground? That's no shade, but it's just like, that's funny to me. Like, anyone from Big Brother, like myself included, saying like, yeah, do Survivor, when it's like, we went into the house for a reason and not outside. The Bachelorette, guys. I'm 5'6". I don't know if you guys have seen the dudes that get on there. It's crazy. I appreciate being for the lesbians. Solidarity. There's no I in team, okay? But we know who you're talking about. There's multiple people, so what are you talking about right now? It's everyone. The girls handle being have-nots better than men. I'd say most of the house handled it pretty well. But yeah, the women were way tougher. Also, week 1, we were farting up a storm. And we're like, oh, man, it's all these slop. And then the women did it. And it's like, they weren't complaining at all or farting up a storm. And it's like, oh, maybe we just smell bad. I don't know. I really like Paul. I like Jace Wiry. I like Dr. Will. I like Dan. I think Dan's like the GOAT of the sport. What is slop? Steel cut oats and like vitamins and shit. And then Tucker made it into pizza and it was so good. It was like phenomenal. Our gut health is ass cheeks. Yeah. It was crazy. Specifically chemo, I worry about that guy. Because he was burping so much. Why do I like Paul? Paul was just like a phenom in the DR, having fun, making things exciting. They play very boldly, but there's like strategy backing it. And I think that that's what makes them stand out as a player and someone that makes it worth rooting for. Things got a little spicy in 19 with what's his fuck. But it's like, who cares? That guy ended up being transphobic, so... What's the guy to do? But, have you been standing for an hour? Yes. I love Paul. No lie, they're great. Yeah. I really like Paul. I like Chada. I think Hannah Chada is a lock for All-Stars 3. We are very aware of Chemo's tummy troubles. Yeah. Who did you talk to in the... I cannot answer that question. You're drunk for asking me. You're crazy. Think I'm going to give out that information? You want me to go to jail? You want Officer Kenny to bust in here and arrest me? I'm not giving out that information. You're crazy. Derek, fine as hell. Yeah, he's a handsome guy, man. I love that he played when, like, the chin strap thing was a trend. Snoots for All-Stars 3. Give the people what they want, CBS. Absolutely obsessed. I don't know what I'm up to tonight. I need to finish a cameo, and then I want to go out with some of my friends. I need to FaceTime my friend Gino and see what's going on. What about Johnny Mac? Johnny Mac was, like, fun. I heard people comparing me to Johnny Mac. I'm, like, curious about that. Who smelled the best and the worst? I think everyone smelled pretty good. Apparently Cedric smelled the best, because that's what Lisa was telling us. Because she had his hoodie during the Have Not days. What about reindeer games? I would do it if they invited me. Quinn, Izzy, All-Stars 3 Alliance. Yeah, I would work with Izzy. They seem really cool. I'm not answering that. You guys are crazy. He took a turn politically? Oh, no. I don't have a favorite cologne. I have no idea. I want something that smells good, you know? But, like, fruity. I don't like it when it's rocks being rubbed together or, like, tree bark, you know? I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking. Yeah, I think it'd be cool if they did, like, a Valentine's, like, Trouble in Paradise, and then it was, like, broken up showmances going against, like, the showmances that have kids. I think that would be pretty iconic. I think that would be pretty cool. Ian and Brittany. Yeah, I think they're a great representation for, like, the autism spectrum. I thought it was really powerful when Ian was speaking about, like, because at the time, you know, there was a stigma, there was, like, you know, you admit that and all of a sudden people are treating you, like, so differently and you're, like, going through whatever lens, and then now, luckily we've reached a time where it's a lot more accepted, and so I agree. I think that Ian is a great representation for, like, the autism spectrum. Because everyone's a little autistic, you know? And there's nothing wrong with that. Christian, what? Yeah, the spectrum is super broad. Like, everyone is, crack ships versus real ships would be hilarious. And it's just me and Tucker winning every single competition. BB6. Yeah, I like stuff like that too. But think about it, it's also because the cast worked out. If you have a, you know, like Big Brother 9 situation where the cast just isn't like that, then it's... You're the whole spectrum. Bro, I got mad when I got voted out too. The show sucks. What the heck? What's going on? The slop was fine. It's like an appetite suppressant. I swear. I had like 3 spoons. I think Big Brother 14 is up there for one of the best seasons. I'd have like 3 spoons of slop and I'd be good for the day. It was just like, Yeah, the Cowboy and Nokomis twist is nuts. I want to know how they pulled that off from a casting. Like, I want a behind-the-scenes, like, documentary about it because that was crazy. My favorite girly rom-com? I don't know. I didn't just watch, but I watched Anyone But You, and I'm going to support Glenn Powell no matter what. He was in Spy Kids 3, and I just want him to succeed. And then Sydney Sweeney is also a wonderful actress who I want to get all the monies. It's if the Daniela Reyes type player would have won, but instead it's 2024. Yeah, I agree. I'm really happy that Chelsea won. She was wonderful. From start to finish, she was just a good player. I am not a nurse recruiter anymore. I was fired during the casting process. No shade, but they were like, They found Nokomis. That's so cool. Have you guys seen Immaculate? That movie is so good. She's so talented. Favorite Halloween tradition? Hanging out with my friends. Would you prefer a toxic cast or the one that gets along and just plays the game? What? If I'm playing, I don't want to play with toxic people. You're ready to be recruited? That's crazy. I have not seen Saltburn yet. I need to. Okay. I think, am I going to Pittsburgh anytime soon? I hope so. Is that the movie? Yeah, I wanted to Venmo her money. I was just like, let's give her some cash. There's wildfires happening in Lawton right now. That's crazy. I hope I'm safe. Big Brother 27, living up to the hype feels almost impossible. I feel like people are going to be haters no matter what. Like, people are going to play so recklessly, but it's not going to have the same sauce as when Tucker did it. So then people are going to be, like, disappointed. I think that people are going to see how it worked out for Tucker, and they're going to think that they're going to get a lot of followers on Instagram, but I feel like we're going to be able to see right through it. "500 Days of Summer." I appreciate the shout out. Yeah, if you get on the show, give me a shout out. It'll warm my heart. Oh, in the Wichita Mountains. That's scary. I hope people are okay. What surprised me the most was the fact that, like, the speed at which me and Joseph talk to Angela. We leave the room, and then she goes, "The collective's coming after me." That makes no sense. It's unbelievable. Like, absolutely unhinged. Why would we give you our name if we're going after you? Why would we touch base with you if we're going after you? It's so dumb. When am I wearing the Hooters costume? Listen, you guys are crazy, all right? I've worn it all the time. I'm wearing it underneath here right now. Anyone who gives Quinn a shout out will get crucified by the fans. As someone who's been crucified by the fans, it's okay. It's not that bad. Paranoid to the max. Yeah, here's my rings. I stole this from H&M. Got this from my barber. I got this from my fraternity. I stole this from H&M. I got this from my high school. I got this from my fraternity. My performance was great. Yeah, I thought I was giving a Hall of Fame pep talk. I'm giving her hugs, and I'm just like, girl, it's okay. You are, like, you're not at the bottom. You're a valued member of the team. Like, I don't want you to, like, freak out. And then I was thankful to be top 3 for AFP for the way that people were talking in the jury house. Because people expected stuff, and I was like, that's crazy. And then they got what they wanted. What fraternity? Alpha Pi Epsilon. Apes. We're a local-based fraternity in Crete, Nebraska. I'm sorry, stole? Yeah, guys, I was broke before this. What are we talking about? What cast do you talk to the most? Leah, for sure. Yeah, stealing from H&M is a public service, guys. What are you talking about? Yes, stole, as in I took it and put it in my pocket. I'm pretty sure we're through the, like, crime timeline. I think it's okay. America has beef with me, and that's fine. You know, it's crazy. Yeah, the deep dive is coming soon. That's all you got to worry about. Tomorrow is when the letterboxd thing comes out. I'm going to post about it, and it's going to be great. I think America has beef with me because of how handsome and charming and confident I am. And sometimes people will get intimidated by that. What are we supposed to do here? Oh my God. All rise for Chelsea Bayham. Oh my goodness. Huge. Oh my goodness. She's such a queen. Chelsea, what do you think of my suit? Come on. I don't know if you can see my pants because of the chat. Yes. That's definitely the beef, yeah. Realistically, the reason why America put me up. I was your little sister's favorite? Is that... Her birthday is soon. Happy early birthday to your sister. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. I look hot. Stop. Oh my God. I'm blushing. Yeah, realistically, the beef was I'm going against, I'm the enemy of, like, their favorite player. Which is, like, obviously makes sense. That was the most drama option. I would have voted for myself. I smuggled my phone into the house and I voted for myself to go on the block. Because that's good TV. At no point... No, they're talking about America Lopez. Oh! All hail the Queen. America. Oh my goodness. Of course I remembered her birthday. What's it called? I need to sign up, for the AmeriCorey Patreon, and then hopefully that solves everything. I know, guys, do you think I'm not in America's lives yesterday? That's because she messaged me on a different app. Corey messaged me on Twitter. It's over. GG, I have not watched Claim to Fame, but one of the guys, like, followed me, and he was really cool. Everyone else in that nominee vote had, like, 0 to 1 DRs in the episode before. I had, like, 4? Oh, no! But, hey, listen, sorry the camera loves me, alright? Me being delusional. You ooze swagger. Thank you so much. Go live with Corey? How? Do you watch The Summit? I was actually watching an episode of The Summit before this. I would absolutely do another reality show. The Summit seems easy. Am I crazy for saying that? And I'm friends with, like, people on The Summit. Like, Dennis, Patty, and is his name Theron? He, like, so cool, right? But it feels easy. 14 days and all you gotta do is walk up a hill and then climb ladders sometimes. I'm telling you. I'm crushing them.